In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Anthony Edwards and how you can play shooting guard just like him. This game that we are breaking down, he broke the 50-point barrier, so that is absolutely fantastic. So let's get down. Let's check out how Anthony Edwards is able to score so many points as a shooting guard. Really quickly, if you want to be able to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. And if you want to be able to write on top of video, as you see right here, the app is called Coach Lens, and you can get 10% off down in the description below as well. This is actually very common what we see right here in the NBA, and that is when you set these screens, your man is going to be in drop coverage to be able to cover this man driving towards the rim. However, what this does is if we are to set that screen and then instead of roll to the basket, we pop out, your defender or your teammate's defender is going to be following your teammate over that screen, and if your man is in drop coverage as we see right here, this is going to allow you to get wide open for that three-point shot. And anytime, even though it's early on in the possession, you need to be able to pull that three, and you need to have the confidence of your coach to allow you to pull the early shot clock three as well. I also want to point out that Anthony Edwards' shooting form is absolutely fantastic, but there are a few things that do make it quite interesting, and that is the lack of lower back that he uses, and that his knees are well over his toes. But if you want the complete breakdown of his shooting form, that's going to be coming very soon. So make sure to subscribe for that. Now, right off of this defensive rebound, the first thing that he does is he dribbles down court. Normally, you would look for outlet passes. There's somebody in a not that bad of situation already running down court where he could have passed to. However, there was a defender there that you can hardly see off screen anyways, so that is worth mentioning. He now has the wide open lane down court. He needs to take it. He's pushing that ball hard. Now, he starts to slow down just a bit right here, and that's because he's pulling for a shot. You don't want to go 100% speed into your shot, and yet again, this is early shot clock threes. You see a lot of this in the NBA. However, I do like this at the youth level as well, depending on the player, because some players can really pull threes early, David being one of them. I've posted a ton of him on this YouTube channel, but by hitting an early possession three, what this does is it forces defensive team or these teams to get back defensively, and what that is going to do for you is now they're going to be worried about the ball handler, and they're going to be forgetting the players who are cutting to the basket, all worried about the ball handler taking the three. They don't want that to happen, which then allows you to have some early on assists potentially when cutting to the basket early on the shot clock. Now, this is the part of the game where a lot of players forget about, and that is everyone's so worried about taking threes, getting to the rim, they forget about the mid-range, and the mid-range can be very useful. Here we have Anthony Edwards who's posting up his man. Everyone has cleared to the opposite side, so he knows where the defense is. He is then able to do a quick two-dribble post move. He does that quick drop step, very Michael Jordan-esque, or Kobe Bryant, and then he's able to turn back around. He's got the distance. Even though this may look like a contested shot, he understands there's a lot of distance between that ball and the defender's hand, which then allows him to rise up for that shot, and that's not getting blocked, and that's not really contested for him. Now, this is another part of the game that is forgotten, and that is the ability to break down a player into the low post. As soon as you start getting players who are going to start digging on you or triple or double teaming you, you pass the ball out to the perimeter. As soon as number 7 here dropped, Anthony Edwards passed the ball back out and then reset himself posting up. This is the re-entry pass into the post that is forgotten almost in today's game. And then he's able to then post up his man, one dribble, and then goes straight to the basket. As soon as he feels all the hands on him, he goes straight up for that floater. The reason is as soon as you feel hands, you got to go up. You got to go up early. You got to know how to hit that floater. And because of that, the referee right there called that foul. Now, watch Anthony Edwards right here for the three-point shot. Watch what he does. He's kind of ready. He's got his feet shoulder-width apart. He's got his hands sort of ready. And as soon as that ball comes towards him, guess what? He's looking at the court. He's not looking to shoot yet, but he's got in his mind, I bet anything, that he's about to shoot. And he goes right, left, right, which is, yes, To most people, that's a travel. But guess what? When you're playing the game, the referees generally don't call that. Which means that he's got the wide open shot. He was able to get his right side in line. And you always want to go left, right into your shot if you're going towards your left side like he was. And that's going to allow him to hit that shot. Footwork has a big part in shooting threes. And of course, being able to take your man to the basket. How is he able to do that here? Well, he gets his shoulders lower than his defender's shoulders. That gives him momentum and leverage into his man. And of course, we can see that it's roughly a 45-degree angle at his ankles, which is what you want to see when you're trying to angle yourself towards your defender. That gives him the ability to get his shoulder in front of that defender and allows him to have the open angle to the basket. Now, this is a tip that Steph Curry and many others use, and that is when you're breaking down your man, you want to do a sidestep or a step back towards your left side if you are a right-handed player. The reason being is by stepping back towards this side, it allows your right side to get in line, which is very important because if your right side is in line, your shoulder and your elbow, and obviously the ball, that is going to create that shooting triangle towards the rim, and that is always going to be a straight shot, and it's going to be a faster release shot as well, so you can actually hit those shots with closer coverage. And then also moving off ball is extremely important. Here he makes the entry pass into that high post. He has a screen this way, he fakes here, and then he goes left. Using screens to your advantage, faking that you're actually going to use them and then not using them, can throw defenders off like this, and that can get yourself open. Again, going towards his left side, gets his right side in line much faster, and then he's able to pull for that shot. He has such a nice shooting form, in my opinion, and that's why he's able to hit a high percentage of his shots. If you want to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. But I hope that this video has helped you be able to, of course, become a better shooting guard in basketball. There's a lot of things that Anthony Edwards does that we haven't seen since Kobe Bryant. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.